Hello, everyone. Coming up next, we are entering the world of nature's rarest and most unbelievable scenes. One in a billion moments in nature, where every moment may surprise you, amaze you, and make you watch it again.
Look at that.
Powerful storms and rising tides turned the beaches of the Gold Coast and Byron Bay into a sea of foam. This phenomenon usually forms when constant waves churn up algae and organic matter. When facing massive waves in Brazil, courage only has real value when it comes with clear judgment and strict safety discipline. Devil's Hole, about 150 feet deep, is one of the most memorable experiences on Dent Island. It also highlights the importance of professional guidance and keeping a safe distance. I'd really like to know which state you live in and which season there usually brings the most thunderstorms and extreme weather. At that exact moment, there was only one thing to say: thank God. It doesn't take a superstorm. Even an unstable atmosphere can create powerful rotating columns like the one seen in Cefalù, where wind and sand were pulled into a violent spinning current. This is one of the rare moments when people can watch the planet changing right before their eyes. Where lava meets the ocean, the process of forming new land begins. Few places in the world offer a view of erupting lava and a rainbow appearing in the same frame like Hawaii. Breiðamerkurjökull is part of a major glacier system in Iceland, where massive blocks of ice are constantly worn down, shifted, and broken apart through a natural process that has continued for thousands of years. What you're seeing at Sea Point, Cape Town, is the result of a powerful storm. Ocean waves broke down organic material in the water, creating a massive layer of foam that covered the shoreline. famous bridge in San Francisco can actually make a sound like it's singing. Have you ever seen anything stranger than that? Dust devils usually last only a short time, but they can still be strong enough to lift sand and light objects into the air. The quiet look of the Uppsala Glacier in Argentina is only on the surface. Inside, pressure buoyancy and water flow continue to reshape the ice.
Oh my God.
Rocky Mountain leaves people in awe with its beauty, but it also teaches us a lesson in humility before nature. The sky seemed to curl in on itself before the storm finally broke over the beach in Barcelona. Even what seems most solid can collapse. That's what happened to two homes in Draper, Utah in the spring after heavy rain and snowmelt.
Oh my. Wow.
Wow. That's a tornado.
Just one moment in Florida is enough to show how quickly a peaceful beach can become dangerous.
That's it. He came up to the beach.
I got you. Up chill. You want it up a little bit?
Ruidoso, New Mexico showed a concerning reality after wildfires' flash floods can become much faster and far more dangerous. After years of life experience, what do you think matters most when unusual weather develops at sea? Staying calm or leaving as early as possible? Volcán de Fuego may have never truly been silent. From the name Chigag, the place where there is fire, the mountain has always made its nature clear. Each time Kilauea awakens, Hawaii witnesses a new chapter in nature's ongoing process of creation. On July 15, 2026, in the state of Hawaii, United States Kilauea entered its 51st eruptive phase, showing that the ground beneath the surface is always in motion.
Almost block right at the top.
For Arctic expert Jason Roberts, observing melting ice isn't just about exploration. It's also a way to better understand how the planet is changing.
Amazing! Oh, shit, look at the wave! Oh.
The sky over Sydney that day looked like a wall of warning. The stronger the wind became and the faster the low clouds moved, and the more important it was not to stay and watch. A windshield is a driver's first line of defense, but the extreme weather in Jumilla pushed it to its limit.
Madre mía de mi vida.
At nearly 15,770 feet, Mont Blanc is still constantly changing. Even a shift in temperature or ice stability can contribute to massive blocks of ice breaking away. A mountainside is not truly motionless. Water temperature and gravity can weaken soil and rock over time until the entire structure passes its limit of stability.
There's no mountain left.
The rainbow didn't make the waterspout any weaker, but that contrast turned the waters of the Bahamas into an unforgettable scene.
What a crazy show.
Once the ground becomes saturated with water, an entire slope can lose stability and turn floodwater into the scene you're seeing. The eruption at Tal is a clear example of how volcanoes interact with water. Magma doesn't just produce lava. When it comes into contact with moisture, it can also trigger powerful steam explosions.
Hey guys, இன்னைக்கு பாருங்க இந்த தேன் கூட தான் எடுக்க போறான். சரி 7ல வை 7ல வச்சிடு. ஏன்னா தண்ணி அவளுக்கு.
This wasn't made by humans. It's one of the most impressive homes in the insect world. Giant honeybees or Apis dorsata can build large honeycombs that hang high above the ground to protect the colony.
Headline khôi bu hẳn thật gì ok khôi nguy khóc mày.
Alaska is one of the few places where people can witness the life cycle of ice firsthand, from massive glaciers to icebergs breaking away and entering the ocean. The ship never left the surface of the sea. Refraction bent the light, making its image appear to float above the horizon. While spiders often frighten prey with their silence and hunting ability, harvestmen stand out for their ability to gather in communities of thousands.
Here we are at den number 3 at the Narcissus Snake Dens in Manitoba's Interlake. Just to give you some scale, this natural sinkhole is about 6 meters or about 20 feet across at the bottom.
The large number of giant snakes at Narcissus is not a sign of anything unusual. It's a survival strategy of these red-striped snakes as they use the same safe shelter across many generations. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being total relaxation, how would you rate this moment? During long periods of freezing weather in New York, the fountain becomes an outdoor physics lesson about temperature freezing and the buildup of ice.
O sea, mirad esto, está granizando
Y hay unos tornados
Mazaron Harbor seemed to fall silent before this work of nature.
grandes. Madre mía.
Sea lions are smart hunters. They quickly recognize the abundant food inside the net and take advantage of it right away. When thick storm clouds cover Antigua, the difference in electrical charge between the clouds and the ground can create brilliant lightning strikes. When pressure builds underground, mud water and gas are pushed to the surface, creating these strange breaths of the planet. Hidden around rotting tree trunks in southern Australia, Omphallotus nidiformis turns the autumn forest into a world that seems straight out of a fairy tale. Around Zion, wind, water, and changing temperatures continue to slowly wear away the ancient sandstone layers. Changes that take thousands of years can sometimes become visible in just a few seconds of collapse. When atmospheric conditions change, clouds can drop so low that they seem to spill down to the ground, like in this scene.
I'm on the phone with Jim on one of our regular check-ins.
The big piece is starting to cast.
Let me call you back.
All that.
Okay, bye.
Nearly 3,000 feet of ice began to break away from Greenland, a rare moment in the birth of a giant iceberg in the open ocean. When Lago Argentino rises, the massive wall of ice at Perito Moreno finally breaks apart in an overwhelming moment after many years of buildup. These unusual ice structures in St. Joseph, Michigan, form when extremely low temperatures combine with waves, wind, and continuous freezing. It may have been nothing more than metal scraping against concrete. But for the people of Terrace, this mystery still needs clearer proof. What score would you give this rare moment off the coast of California? Puerto Peñasco, Sonora had a day when the horizon suddenly looked more unbelievable than any postcard. The most dangerous thing about facing a waterspout is that you can't be sure which direction it will move next.
Holy my hat, what the just happened?
Okay, we're now a day or two later.
El Capitan may be a paradise for climbers, but it's also a reminder of nature's immense power, where one massive rockfall can change everything in just a few seconds. This isn't a supernatural phenomenon. It's the result of magma and hot gases building up for centuries before erupting 3.7 miles into the sky in Russia's Far East. This phenomenon isn't a thunderstorm tornado. It's a thermal vortex formed by the extreme temperature difference around a volcano. A lahar is considered one of the most dangerous hazards after a volcanic eruption. It isn't as hot as lava, but this volcanic mud flow can spread quickly and destroy an area in a very short time. What you're seeing is volcanic lightning in Guatemala, a sign that the eruption is releasing large amounts of ash gas and material into the air. Judging by its size, how many feet long do you think this python is? Leave your guess in the comments. Even though it's near Mount Etna, bubbling mud doesn't mean a lava eruption is about to happen. This is a separate geological process that needs to be monitored. Don't scroll past without leaving me a like. Don't forget to leave me a like if you enjoyed this moment. Instead of mainly using its tail for propulsion like many fish, a ray relies mostly on the movement of its two broad pectoral fins to move forward. After the storm, mammatus clouds appeared over Indianapolis. These pouch-like formations develop beneath thunderstorm clouds, creating one of the most recognizable cloud structures in meteorology.
Wow, miren eso, por favor. ¿Qué onda? Ahí buscamos, mi amor.
Thousands of birds filled the sky at sunset. Gathering in large flocks not only helps them move efficiently, but may also reduce the risk of predator attacks.
So the bats started. Seeing if I can get close enough. Wow. Yeah.
After watching this moment, would you share it with the person next to you? When pressure inside the tunnel builds beyond the point of balance, water and air can be forced outward at high speed, creating the scene you're seeing. Although it's called an ice tsunami, this phenomenon isn't caused by an undersea earthquake. Its main driving forces are usually strong winds and the movement of ice across the water's surface. A thunderstorm cloud can rise more than 30,000 feet, and its anvil-shaped top is a sign that the convective system has grown high into the atmosphere. Together, we're watching the beauty of ice crystals sculpted by nature as water vapor freezes in cold, calm conditions. To you is a double rainbow, a sign of good luck or simply one of nature's masterpieces. This is the sundog phenomenon in Alaska, when millions of ice crystals in the atmosphere bend the light and create a rare natural illusion. An underwater garden made up of thousands of tiny organisms. That's how Tubastraea coccinea polyps come together to form a coral colony at Los Arcos. At first glance, it looks like a natural geyser, but the scene in Poland was actually caused by high-pressure water escaping from a damaged pipeline system. Nature in a fury with the lighthouse, standing as a symbol of resilience between the sea and sky of Taiwan.
Ariel, mira eso. Amigo, ¿qué mierda es eso?
Northern Poland witnessed nature showing its power for several minutes. A massive vortex appeared, reminding us how unpredictable extreme weather can be. The Bay of Fundy in Nova Scotia is known for having one of the largest tidal ranges in the world, causing dramatic changes in water level every day. Has the sky where you live ever shown a moon as impressive as the one in Las Grutas? A river may seem to flow only toward the sea, but at the Qiantang River, the water surges back with remarkable force. The dragon's tail phenomenon is a rare display of nature.
Somebody left the hose out last night, and now I've got ice cubes.
Unfortunately, this machine can't be used in the summer, but at least it shows that cold weather can create some very creative things. If you could choose just one word to describe this scene, what word would you pick? If you've ever wondered what the inside of a tornado looks like, this smaller version may give you an interesting view.
2:30 del mediodía, muchachos, los pagos de Pla. ¿Qué me cuentan de esto? 2:30. ¿Qué me van a hablar del frío?
This is why you can sometimes stand under sunshine, while just a short distance away it's raining or foggy. A two-headed turtle is the result of an extremely rare embryonic developmental abnormality. This phenomenon has been recorded in many animal groups, but it's more commonly known in reptiles. Bye.